Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Come here real quick. Hey, boy.
What's up, everybody? We got we can change that a little bit. We got me and Greg here. What's up, everybody? Hold on. What's up, everybody? We got me and Greg here tonight. I'm going to take care of this giant Skype screen here.
What's up?
He is alive.
I'm alive. It was.
And we're in the same hotel room. Make all the jokes you want out of that.
I'm clothed. It's all good. Hope everybody's doing well. It was unbelievably hot here. I think we reached 110 degrees. Well, that's what it felt like in the water. But I do want to thank Jamie Broad for bringing me out. It was quite an experience. Fishing Caddo today. It was beautiful, just beautiful. But anyway, I think my kayak melted.
All right, give us 1 second here, guys. I don't know what it is about this hotel Wi-Fi, but it makes me completely cancel out of Skype and reopen it. So we had a little bit of trouble with that today, but that's no problem. We'll get it taken care of. Greg, since you're in here, tell them about your day.
It was a struggle, man. Listen, all I know is I beat Jamie Broad. If that means anything, I caught 2 fish and beat Jamie Broad. So It was unbelievable. They had a boat tournament today too on Caddo, and I mean honestly, we talked to every boater that we could, and no one was catching anything. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess the fish had lockjaw. It was tough. Really, no one did anything here at Caddo. But kudos to the guys in Virginia, man. They put on a show today.
Boy, did they.
I miss home. I miss home. I need to come home to catch some fish now.
Virginia was on fire all day. It started with a beast mode from Will Brewer himself, and it just carried on. I think every single Virginia angler had multiple fish except Greg.
I had multiple fish. Oh, let me tell you about my mistake I made. Is this the guy who's talking trash now? He was scared to death to fish KBBT.
He was.
Is this the guy who's talking trash?
What's that?
I like it.
He was nervous.
What's up?
I like it, man. So, hey, what's going on, man? I love it, man. I love the butterflies. I was nervous too, man. I mean, I've never fished cat. Honestly, I was more worried about the nature, and I didn't know what to expect with a whole bunch of gators and snakes and everything else.
Did you see gators today?
I did see a gator. Yeah,
Nice.
it was about a 10-foot gator, but it was nothing like what you thought, as Louisiana swamps would be. But no snakes, no spiders, none of that stuff. But it was great, man. It was an experience. Just fish. I mean, even though we didn't do well, Ben, but it was a great time. So, but I appreciate Jamie and fish with some other guys that are local. Had a good time. Talked a lot about stuff. A lot of things in this industry are changing. We're gonna get into all that. We're finding out some really interesting stuff. So
We are.
I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. But we'll get into that a little later. It's all about the English tonight.
Hey, we're adjusting to what we're given. It was either that or the step stool, so at least he's a little taller in the chair.
Yeah. Tom, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. Just got done running a local club tournament here today in Michigan, where we had a guy put up 90 inches and take it, and it was a pretty good tournament, man.
Nice, man. Very nice. Yeah, man. I mean, the North did well today. I tell you, we're gonna find out some results, man. Just blow you away. Just freaking blow you away.
It's
Todd,
crazy.
do me a favor. Can you pull up the results for KBBT and get those up for us?
Yep.
And while you're doing that, before we dive into the singles competition, just to give you guys a little score update on our team, since it's not really their ceremony tonight because they get to fish tomorrow as well. The A team, Derek Brundle and Matthew Conant, sitting at 196 and a quarter of combined.
Audio's going in and out.
Audio's going in and out. We'll see.
Yes. Audio is going in and out.
It's the hotel. There's nothing we can do.
Audio shows it's pretty solid on our end.
Yeah,
It's good. It's just when you talk, and then when Greg talks, it's like it's trying to pick up which mic to mute and which one to pick up, and it's a delay. But you're all right.
okay.
But so to go over our teams here, Derek Brundle, Matthew Conant on the A team sitting at 196 and a quarter, taking on big fat sledgehammers that have a combined 167 and a half, almost a 30-inch difference on day one. That's not a day two total. That's a day one total.
That is ridiculous. The A team took it personally. And, man, I'll tell you what, man. Robert Brown, I mean, you got to talk smack. I understand, man. But, man, dude, the A team came out firing. Derek Brundle, almost 100 inches.
99 and a quarter.
In Massachusetts.
Woo!
Hang on. You had what?
99 and a quarter. He was able to keep fishing after 4 o'clock for the team's event goes to 6.
Oh, and the regular event was still
Done at 4.
gotcha.
Smoking Guns, Danny Gann and Bobby Moore at 166 and a half, taking on Frogged Up, who as a combined total was only able to put up 71 and 3/4 today. Talk about an upset alert.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Silas. I mean, I guess he blanked out at Somerville. that's what I'm saying.
You guys even said if they go to Somerville, they're going to put up like nothing.
And exactly. By experience.
My biggest fish on Somerville was a 16.5-inch dead plover.
I saw you pick that up live. You're like, I got one. Grabbed it by the tail.
Oh man, it's terrible. But
I'd never pick up a dead fish.
I mean, and that was the barbarian. 71 inches.
Somebody broke a kayak.
And Jason Denise broke a kayak, broke his rudder, and snapped his rudder cables. Got stuck in a storm.
Wow.
Conrad Benetti didn't get on the water until like 11 or 12 Central Time.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But what we can do? I mean, it's just day one, guys. You know, I mean, Starley's out to an okay start, but he's not great tomorrow. He's also fishing in the qualifying bracket, so you know, I mean, you know, it's an average start on the Hookers for Hire didn't do too well. I mean, that 112.75, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, again, the great thing about this event is 2 days. So you know, we'll see what happens. But you guys ready for the national qualifier?
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and get through this.
Well, let's go ahead and get our first matchup. Let's start with the West. First matchup, Jonathan Pepin taking on Alex. Is it Dolliver?
Dolliver. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sitting a little bit back from the screen. I'm blind. Jonathan
Hammer
Pepin,
alert.
Yeah, major hammer alert. Both of these guys, big sticks in Michigan. And I think me and Todd both chose John. You chose Alex.
I chose Alex. I tell you what, Alex is a hammer. 100 inches right in front of me in about 45 minutes. And I was in awe. I mean, a little 90F. You know, and it was a black flopper, and he was destroying them. And I mean, even when Jonathan Pepin was amazed, and I said, man, there's some. I'm telling you, there's some in Michigan that we still don't even know, and this is one of them. And this guy is, I mean, he's a beast. So anyway, let's see who's moving on.
Let's see who's moving on. And I messed with the audio a little bit there, guys. I'm trying something. Y'all let me know if that fixes anything.
Crushed them.
Dolliver.
Crushed them. It wasn't even close.
Last night.
Said Alex Dolliver was going to win.
Big.
I said Alex Dolliver is going to crush Jonathan Pepin.
He crushed him.
Oh, he definitely crushed him. That's for sure.
92 3/4 for Alex Dolliver with a 21 and a 20-inch kicker. And Jonathan Pepin only had 78 inches. Now, we talked to Alex Dolliver on the water, and he said this morning that him and Pepin started the same place on the Escanaba River, and they didn't do anything. And they decided to depart their own ways. Alex went south, John went north, and that was as close as they got all day, literally and physically.
What was the final? It was 90 what to 70 something?
It was 92.75 to 78.
And didn't Alex have one of the top bags of the day? Top 5?
Alex Dolliver had the 4th biggest bag of the day.
Always alert. Well, let's jump on to the next one here. We've got
Ben Steele. Ben Steele from Nebraska taking on Cayman Rasmussen from Utah. An unknown name, but hey,
close.
Both these guys put up fish. And
this was close.
Yeah, both these guys put up fish. So let's see who's winning this one. It is going to be Ben Steele from Nebraska takes out Cayman Rasmussen. Wow. Ben is on a roll.
Yeah, Ben coming on with 87.75 inch with an 18 1/4 inch kicker. Cayman Rasmussen, solid, steady all day long. Biggest fish, 17 3/4, 82.75. This matchup only ended up being a 5-inch difference.
Wow. All right, guys. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know, okay? All right, next matchup. Jeremy Brandis from Iowa, who's fishing up in Wisconsin, takes on David Brook from Illinois.
Hammer alert.
Now, listen, I don't know, man. I'm just telling you guys, I was all on the Jeremy Brandis train, and it was. I'm telling you, this was unbelievable. Let's see who won here. It is going to be David Brook takes out Jeremy Brandis. We got to get this guy on the phone. Let's get David Brook on Skype. Well-deserved KBBT debut. Nervous as all can be, and he takes out a big gun.
Wait until he tells you how long he fished today.
Unbelievable. Let's talk to him real quick.
This one ended up being 92 1/4 to 72 inches. A straight blowout.
Wow. What an incredible bag.
What up, Dave?
What's up, guys?
How's your stomach now, buddy?
Dude, it's the rumble gut is gone.
Nice, man. Congratulations, man. Make your KBBT debut, and man, you put the hammer down, dude. Over 90 inches today. Congratulations.
Dude, I tell you what, I had 89 inches in the first hour.
Oh my God. What?
I had.
You were fishing in Illinois.
In the first hour. Yeah, Illinois. I'll teach you.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, if you want to come out and out, I'll teach you a thing or two.
Hey, are you a Bears fan? Tell me you're not a freaking Green Bay Packers fan in Illinois.
I'm none, dude. I'm from Jersey.
Oh, okay. All right, you're fine. You're good. All right.
No, I frogged all day.
Good for you, man.
Not only did I frog all day, my first 7 bites, 6 were bass, 1 was an actual frog.
So you frogged a frog.
And then
that's frogged up.
Yeah, dude, that was frogged up.
That's awesome,
then,
man.
I know, Todd, you were asking. Yeah, I quit fishing by 10:30.
My God, I wish I quit fishing by 10:30. They had a limit.
He pulled a Rodney Kennan.
That's awesome.
In Illinois.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
I had some issues going on. I culled out a 17 1/4 with a 19.75. And then I pulled the boat back over by the truck to get some water, and I talked to Coates on the phone for a minute. I said, I might just pull out now. I wasn't feeling that great, so I packed up, drove 2.5 hours home.
Yeah, man, good for you, man. I mean, it's smart. I mean, the heat was just unbearable. I don't know if you guys had the same heat we did, but
yeah,
it was unbearable.
It was 94 degrees here today.
Yeah, it was 98 degrees, 99 degrees with 110 heat index, and it was unreal. But,
but the only thing you can do after that is come home,
make your sport,
nice,
enjoy your night a little bit.
Yeah, man, a good deal.
Hey, David, I precursed. I talked about you in the reveal in the show where we were talking about our picks, and I said this is going to be a guy that is going to become a household name. Everybody's going to know David Brook that doesn't already know David in Illinois. Now, I know that a lot of anglers don't like hearing things like that because they don't want to have all that pressure and things like that, but you're a guy that can handle stuff like that. You're known on the national stage. If I'm not mistaken, you're on the catch team.
Yeah.
Things like that. You're on some other teams of, kayaks and things like that. Tell us what it's like, when you get to hear about people talking about you, positively like that, and like, what does that do to you mentally on the water?
Last night when you said I got Dave by 10 inches, you screwed up my entire night of sleep.
I put extra pressure on you, man.
I got done watching the cast. I had my catch board in the kitchen. I took some Palmolive and a scrub brush, cleaned all my lines on my board, anything over 15 inches, because nothing less was going to work. And then I I tried laying down about 9 o'clock. I fell asleep about 11:30 midnight, and I got up at 2 o'clock to get ready to leave again.
That's awesome. Hey, speaking of which, judging some of the fish today, good job. Thank you for cleaning your catch boards, guys. It was so much easier today, man. It really was. Thank you, guys.
Well, I was fishing for my fish. I didn't have time to further one. I don't have any thank you guys. Especially Mr. David Brook over here. I mean, his fish are pretty easy to haul.
Hey, I caught
Yeah.
a 13.5 today, and I put
So
it
what was the point spread?
20 inches.
Wow.
I guess I got
Incredible.
that 10 you wanted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you blew it out of the water, man.
Actually, it was 20 and a quarter. Jeremy Brands had 72. He was doing the Hobie event. You know, sometimes you pick and choose your battles, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But David, you're moving on, man, and people need to watch out for you because you're the next Hammer Alert in this tournament, and we're gonna see you next week, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
Oh, I'll be there. No sleep, but I'll be there.
Nice.
Right on.
Well, you're one win away from the national championship qualifier, and you know the Elite Eight gets paid, man. So keep your run going, man. Whatever you're doing, don't stop, man. It's amazing how momentum will take hold in this match, and it's a complete
Fifth biggest bag of the day.
No kidding.
Yep.
So you mean instead of taking 12 rods today, I could have just taken one and had a blast?
Well, get some sleep, brother. Congratulations, man. We'll see you next week.
All right, talk to you guys later.
All right, man.
Congrats, Dave.
Thanks.
See you, buddy. All right.
Not to take anything away from Jeremy Brands there at all. And Jeremy, I hope that that nothing was personal there, but I know a lot about David. Got to meet him in the KBF scene, things like that. I knew that he was dangerous for any opponent. And guys, we're gonna talk about David for a while.
Well, Jeremy gets a consolation prize. He winds up winning a fish off today, and winds up winning, I think, $20 or something. So it's not all that bad for him. You know
Yeah, he
what I mean?
did.
Yeah. Well, good stuff. All right, let's move on. On the West bracket side, and good gracious, man. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, we have. This is a great matchup, by the way. Blake Power from Illinois taking on Mike Elsey from Indiana. These guys had okay, decent days, but this was pretty close. We saw Mike on air catch a 20 pounder, 20 incher. 20 incher? Yeah.
No, not Mike. Mike was.
Oh, it was okay. Okay, my mistake. My mistake. All right, moving on. Between Blake and Mike. Come on, we can do this.
I think I can.
There we go. Is Blake Power from Illinois takes out Mike Elsey, the national champion.
Nice.
Big upset alert. Upset alert right there. Congratulations, Blake. Let's see if we can get Blake on the phone.
We weren't able to get him on the phone while we were broadcasting today. I don't know what was going on, but we will see if we can call him again here. We'll give him a shot and see if we can bring him on real fast. That is a serious upset, but again, like I was telling everybody in the captain's meeting last night, this bracket system is not friendly to big time hammers. I don't know what it is, but something happens, and like Mike Elton says, I don't even know what's going on. Smallest bag I've ever posted.
Yeah, Blake Power was able to put up 81.5 inches, a 16th best bag of the day. So on the better side of 32 there. He was able to beat Mike Elsey, who was able to, on the struggle bus with a dink fest. He was dink dropping every bass he caught, 71 inches. So congratulations, Blake Power, moving on, beating a nationally rated angler and a previous KBF national champion.
Yeah, Blake, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good to see you, man. Congratulations on your day.
Yeah, awesome. I was a little slow this morning, and then I was getting nervous and worked out for me.
You know, you had messaged us, it's like, great, my first draw in the KBBT is a national champion I got to go against, Mike Elsey. So, hey, man, you know what, though? Sometimes it brings out the best out of you, man. You did. You beat him, man. I mean, that's all that matters, you know?
Yep.
And you got a tough matchup next week, bro.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Pep in your step, huh? David Brooks said, Blake, go ahead and just stay home next weekend.
Do you, Blake? Do you know David?
Nope.
You
Nope.
will. You will, man. It's gonna be a great week, man. You guys are gonna have a good time fishing against one another, man. Tell us about your day, man. What did you do?
Well, it's kind of funny because this morning I was fishing with brush hog, and I was just kind of working some banks, and I missed one at like 6:01, and then about 10 minutes later I caught a 14-incher, and I lost it, and then I had a dry spell for a while, and I didn't even change what I was doing. I just went to a different part of the lake, fished the same way, and I started catching them, and it worked out.
Yeah, man. Did you fish all 10 hours, or did you take a break?
I fished most of it. I actually did a lake. I changed lakes at about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Just because. I don't know why, but I did.
Yeah. What part of Illinois are you from, man?
I'm from. It's about halfway down the state right on the Mississippi. I actually fished in Missouri.
Oh, okay. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
What town do you say you're from?
Quincy, Illinois.
Quincy, Illinois. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good, man. Very good. Well, good stuff, man. Well, listen, we want to congratulate you on your day, man. And you're surviving another week, man. But you have to go against another hammer. It doesn't get easy for you, my friend. But David Brooks coming after you, man. So, you're gonna have to give all you got. And again, the winner gets a spot in the national championship next year, man. Big time next week, man.
Yep. Next week is big.
Yeah, we're going for it.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations, brother. We'll catch you next week, man.
All right.
Take care.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Absolutely phenomenal. It was an absolute grind throughout just about every single matchup. But hey, we're here.
And guys, when we think back about the brackets that we've had in April and May, and we have these guys that kind of poke through, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" You start talking about guys. To have a guy like Mike Elsey under your belt, and then to go against a guy like David Brook, round 2, Blake Power could be one of those guys.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next matchup: Chad Danielson from Minnesota taking on Kyle Evans from Michigan. Let's see who's moving on here. It's going to be Chad Danielson from Minnesota. Wow, I didn't pick him.
I picked him.
Yeah, you did.
I was the only one that picked him. I told y'all, you got to go with the unknown. Go with your gut. That's what I did. And guess what? The dude showed out today. And we got to hear some Minnesota loons on camera. These things are loud. Good Lord.
Kyle Evans was only able to put up 12.25-inch fish. He fished a live event with Mayo Kayak Anglers today out on Kent Lake, was not able to figure out the heavy grass and pad bite today. Ended up being punching hogs and black Senkos. So unfortunately, Kyle wasn't able to figure that out. Chad Danielson, he had a very small limit, but he had one, 72.25, and that moves you on. So congratulations, Chad.
All right. Let's figure out who is his opponent for next week. It's going to be Matt Linseman or Heath Atwell, and this was a slug fest. No doubt. 2 Michigan hammers going after each other. And moving on to face Chad Danielson is Matt Linseman from Michigan. Wow, dude. No way.
Dude put up 88 inches right at the belly.
At the bell. Put up 88 inches.
88.5 inches for Matt Linseman. He was behind all day. I think that his service wasn't the greatest. So that's, I think, the reason for the late submissions. Heath Atwell with a tank 20-inch bass, and his small was 15.25, 84.75 inches, so only 3 3/4 inches separated. Heath actually would have had it if they tied with Big Bass. But Matt Lensman moves on. Matt didn't do what he thought he was going to do with the low to mid 90s, but he was right there at 88.5. So congratulations, Matt.
For sure. That's a pretty good matchup. Chad and Matt going after each other. Marcus Ayers from Utah taking on Catherine Field from Utah. We had a good time with Catherine today. Congratulations, Catherine. Gets her first limit in the Hopi tournament up in La Crosse. Who is moving on? It's going to be Miss Catherine Field. Good job. Excellent. Great job. I'll tell you what, man. She is, look, first round, she's undefeated.
Yep. And she beat Christine Fisher.
She did. And Marcus didn't put up anything out of Utah, but Catherine winds up getting a 5-fish limit. I'm not sure where she's sitting at in the Hobie event, but with a 5-fish limit, I'm sure she's doing pretty well. Congratulations, Catherine. And she won a fish off.
Yep. 73 1/4 inches. She had 2 16s and then 2 14 1/4s and a 12.75. She easily could have called up again, but 73 1/4, she got the job done. Unfortunately, Marcus Ayers out of Utah was not able to put up a fish, so Catherine moves on. She is 1 round away from being the first woman to qualify for the KBBT National Championship next year. Good job, Catherine. That's true. That's awesome.
And her opponent is going to be either Kyle Fletcher from Idaho or Todd Martins from Illinois. This was let's just take a look.
It was
Kyle Zemke moves on from Idaho, and Kyle Zemke puts up, I think, the
third best bag of the day.
Just crushes it. Again, on smallmouth.
Yeah, Kyle was able to put up 93 1/4. Super solid bag. All of his fish within 1 inch of each other. At a 19 for the big, 18 for the low. The rest of them were 18.75s. Smalley Smash Fest in Idaho. Congratulations, Kyle. You are moving on, and you're moving on big.
Well, it's crazy because Catherine Field told us in the 128 she was happy to beat Kyle Zemke because she didn't want to go against the guy from Idaho because he beats her at everything.
It is. It's another Utah-Idaho showdown out of the True West. Unbelievable. Congratulations to the advancers out of the West bracket. Now we move over to the East bracket. Here we go.
One thing about Catherine real quick. She's doing this travel thing, right? So who knows where she's going to be next week. So we'll have to see where she's at. Maybe she's on a big-time fishery.
Maybe. All right, first matchup out of the East is Jesse Wade from Virginia versus Steve Hoffman from Ohio. And I saw you guys with Steve and Catherine, and Steve, it's just the trip, man. He there's not a camera he doesn't love.
Now, this was tied for hours. This matchup was at a dead tie.
Yep.
Let's see who pulls away, and it's going to be Jesse Wade from Virginia. Virginia shows out again. Steve, I'm sorry, buddy, you're going home. But Jesse Wade from Big Fat Sledgehammers is Robert Brown's teammate, winds up taking home the win.
Yeah, Jesse was able to put up a 19 1/4 inch dagger, and he had 84.75 inches. Steve Hoffman, a small limit. There was 77 1/2. Just unfortunate, couldn't get on the bigger fish. But congratulations to Jesse Wade on moving on.
All right, moving on and facing Jesse Wade is either Eric Nelson or Will Brewer, and I'm here to tell you, this matchup was awesome. What a great matchup, a true 8-9 matchup. But moving on to face Jesse Wade is going to be Will Brewer from Virginia. Wow, what a day.
Yeah, Will Brewer was able to have the 6th best bag of the day. And if I'm not mistaken, did he have big bass 21 inches?
He may have.
I think, yeah, him and Alex Dolliver both had a 21 incher. So I think Will submitted it his first, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Will had a big bass, but 91 and a half inches, sixth best bag of the day. And Eric Nelson, 76 and a quarter, had that big 19 and a quarter, but couldn't get anything over 15 inches for the rest.
Let's go ahead and get Will on the phone here. See how he's doing. All right. But that's going to be a great second round matchup. Jesse Wade and Will Brewer out of Virginia.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Fun matchup.
How's it going?
Dude, congratulations, my friend.
Appreciate it, man.
I want to apologize to you publicly. I'll never doubt you again, except for next week.
The more you bet against me, the more I'm going to continue to win.
Greg?
Let me pull over right here real quick.
It is alive, man. There's no doubt about it. But what are you gonna do, man? But dude, let's talk about your day today and your matchup next week, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm kind of looking forward to fishing against Jesse Wade. I know, he's an awesome angler up here in Virginia. Obviously, if Robert Brown picked him as a teammate, man, it's gonna be tough. I just got to continue to get better at my fishery and keep putting up some numbers. I need to start collecting a little bit more than one 20-incher per tournament.
Yeah.
I think I talked to you earlier. I think in order to become a champion in this go around, you're going to need between 96 and 100 inches to be crowned champion. And that's my goal. Is I want to continue to get better and start putting together those bigger bags.
Well, what are you doing differently, man? I mean, your fishing has exponentially improved, man. I mean, I fished against you and in other events, man. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Your fishing has really turned on big time.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to talk to everybody. I try to learn a little something from everyone. I kind of like to find, I don't know if you want to call them specialists, but if there's somebody who's good at a jig, I like to pick their brain as hard as I can, learn something about a jig. If there's a guy who knows stuff about deep cranking, I'm going to pick his brain as much as I can. I mean, the amount of conversation and time that myself and Robert Brown has had about throwing big worms and stuff like that, man, I really appreciate him taking the time and the effort to teach me a little bit about throwing those big worms. Because
that's what's so cool, man. I mean, going on this trip is, I'm learning from the best, man. I mean, I am. I mean, I'm learning, and we're all learning how to fish. I've taught this guy something. He's taught me something. I mean, honestly, and that's what we're about, man. We're a community of fishermen trying to help each other out the best we can. And, man, there's nothing like it, man. I'm telling you, there's nothing like what I've seen. And it's just learning and trying to do things that I would never have done before, man. I mean, it's really, really cool, man.
Absolutely, yeah. The more and more I become a part of the community itself, I don't even look at it as a community that much anymore. It's almost like a family.
Yep.
Really.
That's really well said.
You can call on anybody at any time to help you out with something. Most of the time, someone has spare parts for things. If your trailer's messed up, they're going to come help you fix it. If they have a spare part, they're going to let you stay at their house for tournaments. It is definitely a different breed. I think we had that conversation a little earlier. I don't want to say I started in boat tournaments because I didn't do anything big, but just through local boat tournaments and stuff like that, man. I mean, you'd go to a tournament, no one would ever talk to you unless you've been there for 15, 20 years. And just the amount of people that I've come to know inside this community itself, it has definitely been a blessing. And the amount of information that they want to share with you to make you a better angler. I think that's really is what has helped me improve my game. exponentially in the short amount of time that I've been tournament fishing.
Yeah.
Like I said before, Northern Virginia kayak bass anglers, man, the group of people that are there, if you post something on our page, somebody's going to give you an answer for it. No one's really trying to keep too much stuff from you or anything like that. They want to help each other, and and it's really been a blessing for me to have found them at the time that I did to help me become a better angler.
Well, I'll be honest with you. That is the culture that Mike Ortega creates. I mean, Mike Ortega is just an awesome dude, and he preaches it, he practices it, and I mean, I think he's a model club for all bass fishing, kayak bass fishing clubs, because I mean, you're talking about, it is a family, man. It's it's just a very close knit group. It's Iowa's another one, that I can think of off the top of my head that. They're a big family, man. It's crazy. Texas, I mean, we just got back from Southeast Texas. It's the same thing. It's incredible.
Yeah, the amount of work that Mike puts in, man, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes type things that he has to go through and stuff like that. Constantly grinding to get sponsors for our club and stuff like that. Which since I'm here, speaking of, here in August, we're going to have a charity tournament for Bravo Zulu Outdoors, which is a group that we support at Northern Virginia Kayak Bass Anglers. I don't want to give too many details because we haven't really put it out there yet. But what I would like to do is kind of like a pledge. If people would like to pledge on the inches, it's going to be a month-long type tournament. But if you want to make some pledges on the inches and stuff like that, all that is going to be donated to Bravo Zulu Outdoors. And what that does, Bravo Zulu Outdoors is a 501(c)(3). They're a nonprofit organization that helps get veterans outside through the outdoors, through kayak fishing, camping, and stuff like that. These guys, they suffer from PTSD or injuries and stuff like that. I mean, and you guys all know how much I love supporting veterans, being one myself. So if you guys are interested in that and doing a pledge with me, then please hit me up on that.
Well, you post it, we'll share it, brother.
No, it's just going to be for our club itself. But all the no, it's just going to be for people in our club because it is one of the main groups that we support. Last year, we did raffles and stuff. We actually raffled off a kayak that was donated to us.
Yeah.
I want to believe it was by it might have been Vibes, I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean, it's great. All right. I'll do my best, man.
Yeah, man.
I'll keep.
Well, buddy, congratulations on your win, and you got a very tough matchup. Watch it between you and you have I know you're disappointed in your team's tournament, but this could be a payback, my friend, for you in regards to the team field. And you and Jesse going at it next week, man. It's for all the marbles of the national championship spot, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's the next step. I
Hey,
appreciate.
competition in Virginia doesn't get any better, man.
No, not at all, man.
It's been incredible. Well, brother, good luck, man. Stay safe. Go to work, brother, and we'll see you soon.
Great job, Will.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all for taking the time. Marcus, thanks for voting on me, man, yesterday. I got you, buddy.
Hey, no, my friend, Big D.
Hi, brother. Y'all take it easy.
Thanks, man. All right. Moving on with Tori Webb and Robert Richardson. T-Sizzle and Robert Richardson, who I chose to defeat Tori Webb. Moving on here is going to be Tori Webb from Virginia. Sizzle. Yeah,
Sizzle.
Robert struggled today. I mean, I think he only had like 56, 57 inches, but Tori wound up catching his limit.
Yeah, Tori Webb was able to put up 89 1/4 inches today. And then who was he going against?
Robert Richardson.
Robert Richardson was only able to get 3 fish, all quality, 51 and a quarter inches. He just couldn't find those last two fish to make it close.
Wow.
But congratulations, Tori Webb. You had the 7th best bag of the day at 89 and a quarter.
Good job. Derek Brundle taking on Chris Catucci. Rematch, and Chris wanted Derek bad. Well, he got Derek. Let's see what happened here. This one is Derek Brundle with the biggest bag. Derek laid the smackdown.
Yeah, and he putteth up 98 inches is what he did, and it was impressive. He had a 20 and 3/4, a 19 and a half, a 19 and a quarter, 19 and a quarter, 19 and a quarter. That is super impressive, 98 inches. And unfortunately, Steve Catucci, or Christopher Catucci, he did have the smallest limit of the day. A 5-fish limit, 70 inches. He was straight on a dink fest. So that was a 28-inch win for Derek Brundle.
Let's see if we can get Mr. Derek on the phone. Talk to him about his day. That's ridiculous.
Dave and Buster.
Derek, dude, come on. Seriously?
That's great.
98 inches? Actually, 99 and a quarter when it's all said and done.
In the words
Dude, what the heck?
That wasn't no shoe cobblers right there.
No,
that was straight.
He did offer to make me a shoe.
Oh.
Oh.
And I'm holding them to that.
Well, Derek, talk about your day, man. That's incredible, man. Wow. I mean, what an incredible day.
Yeah, man, it was good. I started the day off hucking a big old swim bait around for a while and caught a few pickerel and stuff. But, yeah, man, I fully expected to get up this morning and have torrential downpours and just crazy winds. But that storm went west of us. And, yeah, I mean, it definitely worked out in my favor. Todd called it yesterday. I don't know what weather channel you watched, Todd, but I love that weather channel, whoever that is. Because they were right until the
that
end
would
of
be
the day,
AccuWeather.com, the most accurate weather forecast ever.
Yeah, it hit it right on the money. So I started out with the swim bait, but didn't really do much, and then I went to work with a spinnerbait for a while, that accent spinnerbait, and I was getting them, but they were smaller. And then when the sun came out real good, I went to the mats and just started flipping mats. And then it was every mat had 10, 12, 20 fish under it. I don't know, but there was a lot. I mean, I went through 5 bags of Jason Gardner's Hornet baits that he sent me. And I was really, really, really sad at the end of the day because now I have none left. I did. I sat down for a while. Hey, it was pretty hot up here, so I sat down quite a bit actually today. In my standards, because I usually don't do anything but just grind, and I never stop casting. I sat down. I drank some water. I ate some pizza that I had left over from last night. I had a few snacks, and then I kept taking water breaks. And that. Just all of a sudden, the big fish started eating. They were under the mats, and I pulled a couple of conants out of midair and just wrung that 2-ounce weight or 1.5 ounce weight 30 feet in the air to get through some of those mats. And I think my biggest one was like 20 3/4. I got that was calling with the shoe cobblers, but. That was the day. I don't know how many fish I caught, but it was a ton. I think I told you guys that lake's about probably 8 or 10 miles from the ocean, but there's a river that runs through like 2 lakes before it gets to that one, and all the sea run herring run all the way up to that lake, and they spawn up there. So right now it is just loaded to the max with 2-inch long baby herring everywhere.
Wow.
So the fish are just absolutely gorging themselves. And when you go over to the mat, you flip in, you'll get 10 or 15 of them little herring jump out of the mat. So they're all in there. So that's why the bass are there.
Incredible. Well, I want you to do two things. Number one, are you fishing tomorrow? You've laid such a huge number down, so you are going to fish tomorrow. You're not gonna
Are you kidding me? I'm going to fish tomorrow.
You going for 200 inches for that team, huh?
I am looking for that 200-inch mark.
Nice. And two, you guys were instrumental in bringing on exotic fishing, and I want you to talk about them. And they've signed on with KBBT, and thank you guys for coming on with us. Derek was instrumental. Why don't you talk about exotic and what they're doing for us?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's no secret. I've been with exotic since in the infancy stages, and it's been incredible for me as an angler. I talked to Rod Richards quite a bit. And we work on, what we're talking about for rods and actions and what, that guy, I don't think I've ever met anybody that knows more about rod blanks and rod building and just what you can expect out of a rod than Rob knows. I mean, his knowledge is incredible. And him and I had talked quite a bit, and he had expressed some interest in moving forward in some sponsorship type of things. And I said, KBBT is up and coming. They're getting huge. I think that it'd be a great move if we got with them and kind of get our feet wet there. And he was all about it. He was, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. So, he wanted to jump in right away and, offer the each member of the winning team $100 digital gift certificate to Exotic High Performance Rods. The winning team will get that. And then for the national qualifier, he wants to give away one of our X1 series rods to the winner. And that's a $200 rod. So they're incredible. All of our stuff is built on North Fork composite blanks, which are absolutely top notch. And the craftsmanship is bar none incredible. Before my phone was going to die, my phone died today. I was going to show you guys that new swim bait rod that I just got. And when you call me tomorrow, remind me. I'll show it to you. It's got carbon fiber grips, recoil guides. I mean, this thing is absolutely insane. But I mean, this stuff is incredible, and I know that Rob wants to move forward and do a lot of stuff here, and I think it's great. I think they're going to do something with Chris's region over there as well. So yeah, I mean, great company, American made. I mean, right out of Texas, great people. Yeah, man, top notch company.
Good stuff, man. I mean, they definitely have great people on their staff. They have Chris, they have you, they have Jeff Isham. I mean, that's quality. I mean, that tells me everything I need to know about that company.
I gotta say something, Derek. I mean, I've been around and I've got to go to these national events and meet a bunch of these national level guys. But you get it, man. The way that you talk about your companies that you work with, you're a model staple of what people need to do that are out there looking for sponsors. And just the way that you bring up Accent spinner baits and all these small companies you use and exotic high performance rods, New Canoe, Motor Guide. I mean, everybody got to pay attention to guys like Derek Brundle and what he's doing, because he gets it and he knows what he needs to do to make it full time in this industry. And Derek is doing it right in front of all of us. Derek, I just wanted to say, you're a model for a sponsor for a guy that's sponsored. So that's awesome, man.
Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate that. I'm not, however, sponsored by Accent. I just absolutely love their stuff.
You will be.
They have the best spinner baits, hands down, and that's not like a pitch or anything like that. I mean, I'm literally got to order 10 more. I use them all the time. They're incredible. But yeah, I mean, I also take a different approach as far as my sponsors go. I try to build a personal relationship with them. Because I want them to know that I believe in their product as much as they're believing in me as well. So, yeah, man, I mean, building relationships and having fun and, like you said, trying to get to that next level is
Yeah.
guys,
Guys,
what I want to do.
I advise you, if you're wanting to take this seriously, I mean, Derek is so open. I don't want to put him on the spot, but Derek helps out anybody and everybody. If you have any questions about how to go about sponsorships in terms of like advice, just message Derek. I mean, learn from the best. I mean, he knows how. He gets it. He gets it. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to give you sponsors, but if you have, questions about how to get a sponsor, perform as an angler, in on a team or whatever, just ask him some basic questions, and he'll answer it.
Yeah, I do, and I get those like a lot. Like my messenger blows up all the time with questions like that, and I try and help out to the best of my ability, because I believe that that this kayak community, we hear all the time, it's different than most fishing communities. Yeah. It's definitely a lot more tight knit, and I've been fortunate enough to have some very, very well known people kind of coach me along. So if I can help out in any way, yeah, absolutely, hit me up. I'll try whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, let me say this: the more sponsorships that people get as individuals helps out as the community as a whole, because corporations take a look at the sport as in general, and the more sponsors, the more money, the more interest. It helps everyone out. I mean, it's rising tides lifts all boats.
Yeah, I mean that's something that you see in the big boat industry where there's millions of dollars to be won out there, and that when you start getting those, you're attracting those larger sponsors, those non-endemic sponsors, like vehicle sponsors and things like that. Where their money goes a long ways to helping the community and growing that sport to where there's a possibility that some of us, and as it grows more and more of us, could actually do this as a living.
I think the sport is headed to a place. This is just me kind of just talking off the cuff, but when Jacob Wheeler's cashing $125,000 checks as winners, I don't think the sport's going to get that high, but I don't see why the sport can't have a $75,000 check cashed. I mean, as a winner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason why it won't get to that level, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
I feel like we're going to get to the point to where you'll regularly see $25,000 to $50,000 checks cashed multiple times a year for anglers. I feel that I think we're right there. I mean, with what the potential is for KBBT and what we could offer in the national championship next year, it varies on what happens between now and then. But, with what KBF does and Hobie does on a regular basis, I mean, those checks they're in our grasp. I mean, they're right there.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. Well, Derek, thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you tomorrow, man. I'm sure I'll hit you up, man.
Yeah, I'll be at the same section of mats. Just give me a call. I'll be right there.
I will, man. I want to see you flip that thing up about 30 feet in the air and see it punch.
Give me a call. As long as it's nice and sunny, I'll be camped out right there.
Sweet, man. Take care, man.
Congrats, Derek, on your biggest bag of the day, man. 98 inches.
Thanks, Todd.
Yep.
All right. He's taking on Torrey Webb. Now, next is Daryl Cornelius versus Walter Hansen from Virginia. And moving on, believe it or not, is going to be Walter Hansen from Virginia.
Did he not win by one fish?
Yeah, he did, and I'm kind of confused because I know that Daryl fished a live event today, and I know that he caught fish, and I'm really wondering if he even knew that he was fishing because I'm really confused.
Walter had a identifier problems, and
Daryl
also had identifier problems, and he could not make a new identifier even like writing it. He couldn't write on anything because of the wind. We tried our best to help him out there, but situations didn't prevail.
Wow. Because I saw him catching fish today on Clear Fork Lake for a BKFT tournament, and I see him with a 0, and I'm shocked. I didn't get to hear the back end, but
you've got to use our identifier. And let me say this: not knowing is not an excuse. So we'll just leave it at that. All right, moving on. Taking on Walter Hansen, Scott Landry or Matthew Conant. Scott's from Virginia. Matthew is from Massachusetts. Moving on is Matthew Conant from Massachusetts. What a day Matt had.
Yeah, Matt had a day. He had a day just like Derek Brundle.
Yes, he
A
did.
20 and 3/4, a 20 and a quarter, 19 and a half, 18 and a half, 18 for the second biggest bag of the day, 97 inches, and he laid the smack down.
Yes, he did. What did Scott come up with today?
Scott Landry, he actually had the 14th biggest bag of the day, 82 inches with a 17.75 kicker, 15 inches for his low.
Very good. All right, David Massey from Virginia, my backyard taking on myself.
Oh man, this was a close one.
This was a close one. Are you ready for this one? Moving on is David Massey from Virginia. He takes me out. Congratulations, David. He had a bag today, and we got to get him on Skype because I've never met the guy. And he's
80,
let's get him
81 and a half inches, and he won by over 60.
Yeah, he destroyed me. No doubt about it. I had one fish posted. I did catch another fish, but I did not submit it because I basically DQ'd the fish on myself. But my freaking thumb was over the eye, and there's no way I'm submitting it. So
I wasn't able to find him on Skype earlier at all. He gave me an email, but it's not working. I wasn't even able to get him on the phone. But we can, why don't we try a Facebook call? He wasn't answering the phone. Let's see if we can get him on Facebook.
yeah, that'd be good.
What?
Massey.
Matthew.
Yep. Yeah, let's talk to him. I know he's on Messenger now.
Yeah, David had a 17 and a half, a 17, a 16 and a quarter, a 16, and a 14.75 for 81.50. And Greg, and you're on a great fishery, but like you said, you were so hot down there, it wasn't comfortable. 17 and a half inch, and then you had a DQ.
Yeah, it was no good. I mean, I'm not making excuses, but man, it was just no. I mean, no one was catching fish, man. I mean, they just weren't biting. So, I mean, congratulations. And to be honest with you, even if I grinded it to the end, I don't know if there's enough big fish there. David, hey man, how you doing? It's Greg Nosar. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations, man.
I didn't know about it this morning. I went over to April Lake and I tried to beat the fish there, but I only ended up with 13 there. So I actually jumped over right over to Fire Creek and hit a couple of little coves that were shallow, and I was sight fishing the whole day. And there was a couple of big ones that couldn't get them to bite, but
yeah, man.
it was a good day for us.
Well, good, man. I'm sure you fished the blown out, man. So.
I actually fit right beside a fly land.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that cove right there. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean that place usually holds fish pretty well, man. Nice grab.
Yep. That's exactly where I was at.
Well, good for you, man. Congratulations, Garland. Yeah, Mike Garland had Abel, right? I thought for sure if you saw Mike Garland, you were sure to lose, man, because he's a jinx.
Well, actually, I left April Lake. I mean, I was there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I left there at 7 o'clock in the morning. I got a 13-incher, and I was like, if he's going to show up to fish today, a 13-incher ain't going to cut it. I got to go somewhere where I can catch bigger fish.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
so you're 20 years old.
I'm 43.
Body of water on his spot.
Yep.
Half his age.
When I looked at the email when it said message the attorney director at a quiet creek fishing, and I was like, yep, that's where I'm going right now.
Well, brother, listen, I'm rooting for you, man. That's awesome. Well, hey, are you part of NVKBA? Well, excellent, man. Good stuff, man. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm here to tell you, congratulations, man. Catching the limit today. Yeah, catching the limit today on Aquia and Abel, man. That's huge. But hey, if you want to hang on 1 second, we will show you who you're going against here. Um, you're either it's going to be Mason Good or Justin Talbot from Maryland, and you are going against Mason Good from Iowa. And I will tell you, he is a hammer. So you have your hands full, brother. Mason Good's taking on David Massey. Don't give up, brother. Keep on fishing what you're doing, man. Yeah, man. I love it, man. Well, David, making us proud, man. And if I can't make it, then obviously I'm going to root for my hometown boy. And I've never met you on the dock, but I'm looking forward to meeting you one day, man.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
All right, brother. Well, listen, congratulations and good luck next week.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. All right. Yeah, I'm in Caddo. You know what I mean? I'm sure you are. I'm not enjoying that too much.
Well, that about wraps it up. But we got
Mason Good put up 75 and a quarter just to give him a little props. He was out there fishing on the Hobie, and he is a top 25 bag on going into day 2 on Hobie.
Justin was in a fish off. He just missed the fish to win it, right?
Amen.
Yeah, I saw that.
We do have a major change up tomorrow. That just happened. Rich Biggie is not able to fish because he has a son or a child. His wife went to labor.
Oh my gosh!
His wife went to labor, so he's grounded before he was born. Frank, Richie McMichael is paying
Oh no, Richie! Oh no!
I think he wants the other Richie. He wants the other Richie.
Rich, listen, Rich, congratulations on the baby. Richie McMichael is a hammer. I'm sorry for that. That's what happened with Derek Brundle at the last minute on the last bracket, the first bracket we did. That's how he got into KBBT. But Richie's in. Frank, sorry, buddy.
Hey, I'm still sticking with my boy Frank. If I'm going down, you're going down with me. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Richie McMichael is taking Rich Biggie's place because of a birth of his child. Again, congratulations. There's nothing better than that, my friend. But all right, we'll add Richie to the board.
Congratulations, Rich Biggie, and your wife on having a kid. Hopefully he's healthy and well, and that's awesome, man. Fatherhood will be great.
Well, guys, that's it for the broadcast. We will see you tomorrow morning. This guy right here is going to be fishing out in the heat. I wish him the best. I really do. Hopefully he'll have a much better day than I had. I do want to thank Jamie Broad again for taking me out today. Great group of guys that I fished with today. Just super, super good guys. And congratulations to the winners that are moving on. And, hey, let's go tomorrow. Let's do it again. Y'all take care.